Alright, out here on the sawmill today, we got some pretty amazing wood. So mostly we're here cutting what'll be lap siding for the house. But on the deck, I've got, I guess 4 logs. This one, and these 3. And they are all trees that were killed by the Big Burn, the 1910 fires. So they were killed by the Big Burn in the 1910 fires, and then they stood decades, and they dried out. And for the most part, the heartwood survived, but not the sapwood. Should be really interesting to open up.
But why should there be water on and out of it?
Well, if it was alive, it'd have water in it.
So this is 1910 burn kill, and then we think it stood and dried out, and that's how it lost all of its sapwood on the outside.
Okay.
And then it this one here laid propped up across a couple other logs.
Oh, so it was off the ground.
Yeah, by a couple of feet actually. Drug it down the mountain, 1/8 of a mile. This stuff is so hard, it's rock, bare rock. That's all the more it gets to it. Uh-oh. Do I not have enough alcohol in it, you think? Let's try running it with the water flowing and see if it comes off. Just due to the nature of how resiny this particular dead standing century-old ponderosa was, it was a nightmare to cut. Every time the blades would heat up, they'd come out looking like this, although usually running the water for a bit was enough to knock it loose. It was a pain in the butt.
We didn't make it very close, but arthritis exists with all those resins. push the shade. Look at the orange. This stuff is hard to work with. We're really pouring the beans to her in terms of water. That seems to be helping. Too wide, so this is the material we're turning it into, which will be lapped siding or tongue and groove paneling. And we picked an arbitrary number, which is 5 inches. So that's what we're cutting them. So we're going to come through here, hopefully at 10, and then again at 5. But from the looks of it down there, it don't quite make sense. We have fought the pitch so thoroughly. We're trying just one. I think if this doesn't work, I'll just sell them as beams locally. Just be done with it. God, I want this wood though. So unique. So unique. I want it as interior paneling. Okay, so here we are back again. We have not completely given up. So we pulled apart the water system, and there are 3 holes. 1, 2, 3. And what we can say for sure is the back one literally shoots off the tail of the blade. Straight up, just tinkles water out the back. We bent this down so it was closer to the blade, and that helped a bunch. But what appears right now is the water's coming in and going out the front and the back, and not getting the middle. I mean, look at that. That is from cutting this 4-inch. Just this 4-inch. So, Dad's going to grab a rivet, and we're going to see if we can shove a rivet into that last hole and at least dramatically obscure it. Because where the water hits, it softens the sap just fine. So it's not as if the alcohol and the soap and the diesel aren't working. We're starting to wonder, are they just simply not hitting? I don't know. Just don't want to give up on it yet. It's pretty exotic wood. I don't want to give up on it yet. I appreciate Dad fighting it with me, even though I'm pretty sure he feels this is a big waste of time.
We continued fighting the good fight, and the modifications to the water system definitely helped. Dumping a little more water to it also helped, and we were able to cut up a huge amount, including all of those resiny logs. And this is my stack ready for sighting.